It's time for the Wendy Williams Show. Today, the always outspoken Nancy Grace, waiting to see what Wendy's got in store for her. Plus, the hilarious Yvette Nicole Brown dishes on her celebrity BFF. And a do-it-yourself Halloween. Scary crafts and surprises without scaring your wallet. Now, here's Wendy.
We have a fantastic show for you today. I've got new details on Demi Moore and Ashton Kutcher and the divorce drama. Plus, we've got a sneak peek of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. And it's really good. So let's get started. It's time for Hot Topic. Everybody. So we only have an hour and we've got a lot to cover. I was out socializing last night for a good cause. I went to the Angel Ball. The Angel Ball benefits Gabrielle's Angel Foundation for cancer research. That's the red carpet. You see the wig held up, so I wore it today. You know, when you transport a wig, it's always best to put it in a satin bag and you lay it ever so gently. You never just throw it, because I knew that, you know, I wanted to wear it today, so it worked. Anyway. Gabrielle was 27 years old when she passed away from cancer. She also happens to be the daughter of Denise Rich. Denise Rich, you might know her name, famous songwriter. She's written for Celine Dion, Chaka Khan, Mandy Moore, Jessica Simpson. So Denise throws this event every year, and to date, her charity has raised over $80 million for cancer research. So it was really nice to be there. And I ran into, it was a whole eclectic mix of people. Everybody from friend to the show, Joan Collins and George Hamilton, who sat at my table, to Kim Ye was there, and a couple of the Housewives of New York. I saw Sonia there as well. So it was just a nice night to be out. By the time I got home, the debate was, well, the debate was still on, but so was the first episode of RuPaul's Drag Race. So I watched RuPaul because look, I am not undecided. It was the last of 3 debates. I didn't even need a first debate to know who I was going to be voting for. I think that debates are for people who are undecided. Then in that case, if you're undecided, you really needed to have paid attention last night. But so we're 2 weeks away from the election, and the real political party kicks off here at Wendy on Thursday. All month long, we're getting you to vote on what you want to see me do here on the show. Or what would you like to see here on the show? It could be anything. Almost anything. Go to wendyshow.com and find out how your vote counts here at Wendy, because it does. So the other day I was in the nail salon and I was reading My People magazine. And it's the one that has Demi Moore on the cover. And you know People. We read a lot of magazines here on The Wendy Show, and I'm sure you do at home, but you know, People magazine is the official tissue. If you see it in People, it's the word. It is. So here's Demi Moore on the cover, and I feel like, oh my gosh, I think I'm going to get a really comprehensive, truthful report. Do you see the cover right there? I open it up, and she's filing, and I say, excuse me, can I just turn the page? And I go to the same nail salon all the time, so I'm able to share the stories, you know, with the girls in the salon. So anyway, so Demi's having a tough time, according to this article, moving on from Ashton Kutcher. Well, we've said this on Hot Topic, and we've read it other places, but like I said, when it's in People, it's the word. Inside sources, people who know Demi, people who consider themselves her friends, are talking to People magazine, but not wanting to be named. With friends like that, right? So inside sources are telling People magazine that they're worried that Demi isn't fully recovered from the Ashton Kutcher split. They also say that Demi is in a fragile state of mind and that she felt humiliated by Ashton's infidelity, and she's now really jealous that he's moved on to Mila Kunis, yes, his new girlfriend. Sources are also say in the People magazine that Demi's always been worried about being able to compete with younger women. Like, she just won't let it go. She's about to turn 50, and they were also saying that she's not looking forward to the day, that there's not gonna be any big celebrations or anything like that. In the meantime, Mila is 20 years younger than Demi, and yeah, but she doesn't have 20 years more experience up here. Demi, it's so good. Why? So, according to People magazine, Demi wasn't able to give Ashton kids, and that was a bone of contention in their relationship, I guess, amongst other things. They married when she was 43 years old, you know. And so he and Mila both want kids, and they're both from, you know, family situations where, you know, kids, the marriage, the whole bit. You know, my thought on this is that, and I've said this to you before, first of all, I can't believe that friends are talking in magazines. Like, these are people that call your friends, and they weren't saying anything necessarily to prop her up. They were saying what we've all speculated through reading other magazines and here on Hot Topics. This should have been a drive-by, you know, a little sex, a little movie, a little dinner at best. Listen, when you meet only because when you meet a man that is so young and he has no kids and you're 43 years old, you might have an egg or three left. Maybe. Hey, listen, Nancy Grace, she was well into her 40s when she gave birth to her twins. She's gonna be out here later on. But she didn't have any children, and to me it was worth the try. You know, this Demi, she's got 3 beautiful daughters, and Ashton has no kids, and it was just Demi, he should have just been a drive-by. And you know what? And then, and People magazine, in the same article, it's being confirmed that she's not getting along as well with her daughters, that she hasn't seen them in a while. What they do is they text. When the high schooler graduated from high school, it was the 3 girls and Bruce Willis, the ex-husband, over here. Demi sat all the way over here, not even with the family. Then the paparazzi pops up in the parking lot, and Demi was walking through the parking lot from the graduation with the screw face. So it's real, and it's not making it easier that Demi and Ashton reportedly are locked in this financial battle regarding the divorce. Now, this is the last thing that I thought was a problem with these two, because like with a 7-year marriage and there were no children and everybody's rich, so the money is fluid. A financial battle, really? According to the New York Post, they're trying to settle it out of court, but here's what's going on. Ashton doesn't want to pay the large sum. In other words, in California, you split half of everything. Listen to why. Because it was at the end of the marriage, and if you've ever had an end of the marriage, then you know, towards the end, it is so bitter. It's the last thing that you want to do is split any money that you've made at that end point. But that's when he signed his $24 million paycheck for 1 season of 2.5 Men. But here's what I say. You got $24 million for 1 season. We in here would love to, how many people would love to have 12 million? No, 12 million, half. You read the People magazine, Ashton. You know firsthand everything is not right with Demi at this particular point. Give her half the money and move along with your life. Stop arguing. Rich people and their selfishness. So, season 4 of The Real Housewives of Atlanta. So far, I'm giving it 10s across the board. But let's start from Sheree. Sheree is not part of the Atlanta Housewives anymore, but I did. And apparently it's a good thing. But according to people in Atlanta, Sheree Whitfield, you know, we've seen her fussing and cussing and throwing water bottles at her ex-husband, Bob Whitfield, the former football player on Atlanta Housewives. She's no longer there. At one point, he had stopped paying child support for their 2 children. But according to TMZ, Bob has finally agreed to pay his back child support, totaling almost $75,000. And he'll also resume paying his original court-ordered child support of $2,142 a month. Did you marry him with the cross eyes, or did that happen through a football injury, or what? What is that? What is that? But you know what? You can put up with the cross eyes until, do you remember the episode where Bob ran like a 2-year-old in the courthouse after sticking his tongue out at Sheree? I was like, oh no, not the cross eye and a goofy attitude. Anyway, but you remember, wait, in other Sheree news, remember Sheree talking endlessly about this big giant home that she was building that she named Chateau Sheree? And then the other ladies were skeptical that the house would never be built. And all along, I thought they were just haters. Because they know that she's moving on up and moving on out. But we did some status checking of the home here at Hot Topics. We called down to Atlanta, and we weren't able to find anything. But upon further searching, we did find Nene giving a quote to Sister to Sister magazine. And here's what she says. The time I saw it, it was up looking like a box. I'm not sure she's gonna move into it. Well, I gotta tell you something. That's better than the last time I saw it through the TV, because it was still a hole in the ground, right? I suspect that, I have an idea. Shout out to all my friends watching in ATL. How you doing? I need you to drive by Chateau Sheree. And I want you, look, no, really. Because Wendy watchers are better investigators even than the cops. Look, drive by Chateau Sheree and take a picture with your camera phone. If you want to be in the picture, be in it. So the house is over here and you're here. I go, click. Let us know what's going on. And look at me. Now, moving on, even though Sheree is not returning to the Real Housewives of Atlanta, there's plenty of new drama with the 2 new girls, Kenya and Portia. They bring it, and we've got the sneak peek. And before I play it, I want you to know that it looks dark and dangerous. Roll the clip.
Have a nice day.
You have a nice day.
Bye, Portia. Have a nice day.
Bye, Ashy.
I do think that you're bipolar, and I do think that you drink too much.
Nene, it's gotten out of control.
I'm busting my for you, and I don't get 0 candy.
I'm starting to feel crazy. You're on the curb where you should be. I don't want to come back in.
I don't want you to.
Me.
You leave early every time.
As for you,
What you mean, as for you?
Take your hood rat back to Detroit.
Kiss the blackest part of my body.
will you don't interrupt me, please?
You're going to get punched in your face.
Yo, what's up?
It's gonna be really good, but if they are really throwing fists, I can't. But I'm watching until I see something that's not good, and we'll be talking about it. But in other Atlanta news, you know, Kim Zolciak, who, by the way, looked like she fit right in with that mess, didn't she? Kim, I still want you on Housewives. I still want, I want you to continue. Kim is having problems with her mother. Do you watch Tardy for the Wedding? Well, in the season finale, Kim Zolciak and her mother, Karen, well, Karen apparently used the indoor bathroom at the wedding extravaganza instead of the luxurious porta potties that Croy and Kim rented for the wedding. So Kim threw her mother out of the wedding and off the property, had her escorted right out because she used the indoor bathroom. They've been estranged ever since then. You don't understand. Karen, Kim's mom, is now suing for visitation rights for the granddaughters, Ariana and Brielle. Ariana is 11 and Brielle is 15. But get this, the girls don't want to see their grandmother. The girls have gone to court to file documents saying that they love their grandma, but due to her actions at the wedding, they've grown apart. The girls also added, see, this is how kids are these days. They have too much going on in their own lives. They don't have time for an overnight visit with their grandmother. And Kim is asking the judge to throw out the entire case. In the meantime, she's also asking for her mother to pay her legal fees for all of this mess. Now, I have to say this. First of all, there's got to be more mess going on with the mother and daughter than that she used the inside bathroom. That's the first thing. The second thing is, Kim, the outside bathroom is for your wedding guests. Really? I mean, and in that big house that you live in, you know there's bathrooms every place, but heck, even if your mother wants to use the bathroom in your bedroom, which P.S., my mother doesn't even step into the threshold of. Do your parents go in your bedroom and stuff? Don't you feel as though that's your smush palace and your parents aren't supposed to be in there? Oh, like, like, really? I don't like my parents to even darken the doorstep of my bedroom. I've always felt that way ever since being married. Just like, ew, don't come in here. But there are other bathrooms to use. Look, have you, moving on. Oh, by the way, Kim, wait, one more thing, Kim. Tardy for the Wedding was okay and interesting, but I like you better on Atlanta Housewives. Tardy for the Wedding is just, You can incorporate being on the Housewives, and then when you go home, we can get a glimpse of Croy and your girls, and then go back to Nene and them. Like, you need to stay on Housewives and no more Tardy for the Wedding. Just a thought. Okay. Have you seen today's weather forecast? It's raining men. Hallelujah. That's right. Magic Mike comes out today on DVD, and you're all going home with a copy. It's the Blu-ray DVD combo pack featuring extended dance scenes. Wendy home viewers, you can log on to wendyshow.com for more information on how you can win. And everybody keep it here, because we've got a great show from the hit TV show, the very funny show Community. Yvette Nicole Brown is here. Plus, we've got celebrity party planner Michael Russo is here, and he's going to show us some really spooktacular ways to dress up your Halloween. But up next, everybody, the always outspoken Nancy Grace. Keep it here. Our first guest is my kind of lady. She says it like she means it. She's a tough-talking, justice-seeking host of her own crime news show. And now she has a new film on Lifetime. It's a movie. It's called The 11th Victim. Take a look.
This is particularly difficult for me to say goodbye to a guy who has kept me on the straight and narrow, saved my on more than one occasion, Garland Fincher, who has decided to leave the wilds of Atlanta for the more pleasant climes of Afghanistan.
At your age?
Hey, I still got skills.
We know about your skills.
Please welcome Nancy Grace. And by the way, happy birthday. Today is Nancy's birthday. Nancy, I have to say, it's always shocking for me as a host to, meet my guests. I had no idea you were such a little lady.
Listen, I'm just beside myself about that last story. Telling her mother she could not TT in the bathroom.
Oh, yeah, Kim.
My mother, hi, Mom and Dad, they're taking care of the twins right now. And if she wanted to TT on the dining room table, that'd be okay with me.
Yeah. I'm sure there was more to that story.
Honey, she's the one that would work all night and work all day while my father was working the night shift at the railroad to put me through school. She can do whatever she wants to.
Whatever. So, by the way, I like your beret. I noticed you've been wearing it on your Nancy Grace show, and let me just say, the first time I saw you with a beret, I said, oh my gosh, she's such a girl. Like, when we become women, you can never lose sight, to me, of the 12-year-old girl in you. And with all this tough talking you do, the beret softens everything.
You know what happened?
It does.
My little girl, I have twins. They're just about to turn 5, and she loves barrettes and hair things, and that was one of hers.
Oh my gosh, your daughter looks like Honey Boo Boo. She's cute. And your son, he's like a cherub. Your kids are
Guys,
really...
that was us living large on a Friday afternoon at the Waffle House.
Oh, yeah.
There we are. Oh, we have a good time. I sit at the end and read library books, and we eat waffles. We order everything. We have a good time.
Don't you love that, to order a little of everything and then just pick? By the way, have you gained any weight back from Dancing with the Stars?
A ton. Well, I mean, y'all, I would practice so hard that my feet would bleed. I would have bandages on them, then socks. And I would wear Tristan out. He would try to go home. I go, oh, no. You get back in here, little boy.
Yeah. And you were very entertaining, by the way, on Dancing with the Stars.
Not intentionally.
Yes, we saw your boobs and everything.
It was just one boob.
It's okay. Boobs are good. So look, let's talk about the criticism.
That was not my nipple. I'm gonna go to dig my grave saying that.
That wasn't your nipple.
It was somebody else's.
So Nancy, as you know, well, you might not know this, but she has received criticism. But what you do know is because she's got a very loose cannon style of reporting, which I happen to love. I mean, you say it like you mean it, and at night, what I enjoy about your show, it's a very comfortable place to be. You know, you listen to you screaming and ranting, you take your phone calls, and we love it, and you're helping to solve crimes. How do you respond, though, to the criticism?
Well, I never perceive of myself as a loose cannon. I am a crime victim. My fiancé was murdered shortly before our wedding, and it took me over 20 years before I would go out on a limb and try to remarry again. Almost when it was too late for me to have children. And through God's love, I managed to have the twins. And my dreams came true.
Yeah.
But as far as I'm no different than anybody else, whether it's at work or the church or the neighborhood or the cul-de-sac or the playground. Somebody is going to hate you. And if you listen to them, no dream comes true, no task gets accomplished. I might as well stay home and hide under the bed.
Well said. You also received some criticism, some pretty harsh criticism about comments that you had made regarding Whitney Houston's death. I'm going to read you the quote. You might not have heard this. You said, "Who let Whitney Houston slip or pushed her underneath that water?" And then the criticism started. What do you say? Do you want a tissue?
I was just upset about the twins.
Yeah, it's okay. A little tissue, Doug. And so what do you say about the Whitney Houston?
Well, okay. To people that have never been criminal prosecutors, that have never had to go to a crime scene in the middle of the night, never smelled sticky blood. Thank you. Never been in an autopsy, never vomited after reading a scenario of horrible facts. I don't expect them to understand that an autopsy is ordered when there's a question about the death. Is it natural causes? Is it an accident? Is there a homicide? We know Whitney, God rest her soul, was in a bathtub with water in it, or at least that's what we were told. So the question became, was it a natural death? Was it an accident? Or did somebody push her? Was it a homicide? And that was my point. And I don't expect a bunch of Monday morning quarterbackers to understand what goes on in an autopsy. So they can say whatever they want to say.
Gotcha. Now, at one point, because, you know, I don't just do the daytime, I love daytime TV. At one point, you had your Swift Justice with Nancy Grace show. Do you miss doing that show?
Part of me does and part of me doesn't. It's a dichotomy. And I miss it because I love the people I worked with. It was fun hearing all those crazy cases. She put bleach on my clothes! And I'm like, you asked for it! And long story short, I miss that, and I miss the people I worked with. But I don't miss being away from the twins. I already have the one job.
Yes.
And being away from them another 8 hours is just...
It's a lot.
I would cry in between cases. I miss them so much.
Do you need another tissue? Well,
No.
look, we need a
No,
commercial
I'm
break.
good.
And look, up next, everybody, we have a special birthday surprise for Nancy. Don't miss it. We're back. We're chatting with Nancy Grace. So now, congratulations on this new Lifetime movie.
Whoa! Why didn't you want to...
Oh, you want some shoe cam? Oh.
They did not want my shoes on the shoe cam.
No, that's not what we said. Dante got him right there. Look, boom.
There, whatever. I think I got them at Payless.
Pay less is pay good. Good
Yeah.
for you.
Put that right into the Children's College Fund.
It's all about the kids.
I can't live in these shoes when I'm 60.
So,
save.
okay, so Nancy's got a New York Times best-selling book, and it's called The 11th Victim. And now it's being made into a movie. It's on Lifetime. Tell us about the movie.
Guys, I love Lifetime. Long before I ever dreamed. I mean, it took me 10 years to write this book. I started writing it when I moved to New York to start a show with Johnny Cochran, God rest his soul. And I was lonely. I didn't know anybody, so I'd start writing this book about the years that I was a felony prosecutor. I never dreamed it would be on Lifetime, and I would watch Lifetime to scare myself because they have the scary movies on there.
Yeah.
So I couldn't believe when my book ended up on Lifetime.
Yeah, we love Lifetime also. And so I saw in the clip Jenny McCarthy from Dancing with the Stars.
Cute.
Jenny McCarthy, rather, from former 90210, and Meta World Peace.
Girl.
You like him?
Oh, wait a minute. I got a husband back there somewhere. I want to get him all crazy.
So what's your connection with Meta World Peace other than Dancing with the Stars?
Well, Meta and I were on Dancing with the Stars at the same time. I still call him Ron Artest. And I can't help it.
I know. Yeah.
And he and I were the only ones that like had jobs and were you know, other than the professional dancers, and we're trying to hold down jobs and hold down a family. My twins came with me.
You could quickly feel like an outcast unless you connect with at least
And
one
they were
person
all
at
so
Dancing with the Stars.
skinny.
Skinny, people, you know, dancing. They had time to go out to the club and pump fists and
Never.
drink at night, and you had to get back to your...
I wanted to go home to my children. I was miserable without them.
So you-
But Artest and his wife were so nice to me.
That's nice.
Really,
and
really
so it's
nice
nice.
to me.
And so you gave him a part in the movie, which is great. Before you go, we have a surprise for your birthday.
And what happened to Jenny? What's with that husband, that vampire? Why
Jenny,
is he
Jenny
not-
Garth and Peter
She's
Facinelli.
gorgeous.
All right, wait. We want to bring out your birthday surprise. Bring it out. Happy birthday, Nancy Grace. And now, that's not just a cake. It's a cake. Hit it. Here we go. This is what you call New York's finest. Nancy, this is the least we can do. Thank you so much for entertaining us and coming by our show. You guys, The 11th Victim airs November 3rd at 8 p.m. on Lifetime. Keep it here. Up next, the very funny Yvette Nicole Brown is here. Thank you. Halloween is creeping up, and here to show us some spooktacular craft ideas for Halloween is celebrity party planner and friend to the show, Michael Russo. Welcome back. How you doing? Okay, Michael, some of his celebrity clients, you know, include, he did the Jonas wedding, he did Sherry Shepherd's wedding, and Alphonse Ribeiro, and Elvis Duran from Z100 here in New York is like ecstatic that you're here. Hi, Elvis.
Hi,
Let's get started. Now, you've brought some fabulous ideas for Halloween parties.
Yes.
Show us what we're gonna do.
This is so much fun. So these are candy skewers, and you can make these with your kids. It's really, really
That's a good
fun.
idea.
Yeah, so cute. And I mean, you could taste it because I know you love candy.
Oh, look at this.
And your party, this is a great addition to your party.
Layered gummy bears, and these are jelly
Yep, these
drops.
are just jelly drops. And
Cute.
so we have these little martini glasses here that I just put the glow stick bracelets on.
Yeah.
Hot glued them on the bottom, embellished it with some spiders, and you have yourself a cute little cocktail glass.
Cute.
So cute, right?
You can buy all this stuff at a party planning store.
Yep. These I got for under $1. Under $1.
Look, eyeballs.
And then we have tomato and mozzarella eyeballs topped off with some olives. So that's just a cute little treat you can give your guests. It's just so easy.
Flavorful.
Simple and fun. Okay, I'll take this from you.
Okay.
So you'll eat the whole thing, right?
Let's move on and talk about decorating
So
the
we're gonna
outside.
be crafting. So we're gonna make this little mummy over here, which is so cute. You can hang it outside. Your guests will love it when they come to a party. The trick-or-treaters will be spooked out by it, and it's really simple and really fun to make.
This looks really fairly easy.
Really easy. So you take a newspaper body, just like this. So you just crumple the paper, put it all together, masking tape it.
Masking
Then
tape.
these are your legs and your arms.
Oh!
So what you'll do is you'll just hold these in place right there. And then you're gonna just take masking tape and literally
This is so easy.
just
oh my
put
gosh.
it right on, okay? So once you're done, we'll put this over here.
And costs like nothing. Who doesn't have gauze, especially if
Nothing.
you have kids? Somebody's always breaking
So-
something.
So once the body is done, it looks like this.
Yes!
Fully done, right? This guy's done.
Okay.
Then you're gonna take garbage bags.
Yes.
So you can cover it, because if you hang this outside, you
It's
don't want
gonna
it to
get
get
wet and
Right.
disgusting.
Exactly.
This
so
is such a
you
great
take this
idea, and
you,
it's so convincing. The cops will stop at your house and be like,
So you could take this and you just start wrapping the legs at the bottom.
this is such a great idea.
And you know what? I use the white garbage bags because you don't have to use that much
Gauze,
gauze. 'Cause
obviously,
then, you know,
yes.
it's completely covered.
You have them, because
So-
I know you recycle at home. The white ones are usually the recycling.
Oh yeah, everything.
By the way, your wedding ring is gorgeous. I don't think you were married the last time that I saw you.
I was.
No, let's give him some wedding cam.
How you doing?
This is how you do it. That's how you do it. Now look, last time I saw you, you did our 6-week sneak peek, and we did a craft thing. That was in the summer of 2008.
Yep.
And so, were you married at that time?
No. Well, it's still because it just became legal in New York.
Right. Oh, right. You're right. You're
So
right.
how you doing?
Yes. Did you have a gigantic wedding?
No, not yet.
You haven't had your own wedding because you've been so busy with
I've
the
been
celebrities.
so busy planning everyone else's. So, okay, you're gonna take these. Obviously,
good
you'll have
business.
some extra.
Yes, and then you
Okay.
cut it off and give it to your
So
neighbors.
then we have these little gauze. Now you can contour with these. So this you could actually go ahead and make.
I want
like,
one
the
with a
neck.
snatched waist.
Of course
So
you do.
I'm gonna snatch the waist.
So then you just wrap,
Yes,
wrap.
girl.
And then also, so once we're done with that, we can add the spiders.
Okay.
And some webbing.
Here, wait, you go ahead and do that. We're getting the sign to speed it up. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
And then it says, speed it up over here, move along in the monitor, and Doug is like 15 seconds left. What do we do?
How you doing?
No, we have a Halloween drink. You continue.
So you just add the webbing like this and some spiders. Tricking on the job.
Yeah. I love the spider idea.
And then that's what it looks like once you're all done.
This is terrific. This is such a good idea. Great suggestions from the fabulous Michael Russo, everybody. For more information about what you just saw, go to wendyshow.com. Keep it here. Up next, Yvette Nicole Brown. Don't go away. Welcome back. Our next guest made her talk show debut 3 years ago, right here on Wendy. And she's been making us laugh ever since. Every week she plays the outspoken Shirley Bennett on the very funny TV show Community. Take a look.
Foosball is a vile game for vile people.
Surely you wouldn't get it. It's a guy thing. It's not a fresh baked pie thing.
Well, I might get it a little.
welcome Yvette Nicole Brown.
This is so fist-a-funk, you guys. Isn't this great?
No, what I love is the way you're wearing it.
Thermal. Arlinda said wear a thermal, and I do what Arlinda says, so I wore a thermal.
Well, you know what? But Arlinda is correct, and you're so right. It's something as simple as a thermal.
It brings it down, right?
It brings it down while this brings it way up. It's fabulous.
Can I say that? Don't do the shoe cam. Let me tell you why.
Okay.
These shoes have seen a lot of miles. And I don't really want a close-up. It's like...
Well, you take care of them really well. What do you polish them with Vaseline? Dante, give her the shoe cam.
I don't know. Don't judge the shoe cam, everybody. Don't judge.
No. Because here's a fashion tip, so they can go another 5,000 miles.
Vaseline?
And for you too. You polish your patent leather with little Vaseline, and then wipe off the rest. They'll be shiny, just like new.
Thank you, dear. Good to see you.
So it's good to see you too. So the last time I saw you, it was all natural hair, and I told you as soon as you start doing a whole lot of TV and events and stuff,
honey,
wigs make it easy. So now what are we doing?
She told me to keep some hair in a bag. Now, this front is mine, right?
Yes.
And a little bit of mine is sprigging out everywhere, but this is somebody else's. I don't even know. I don't know whose, and I don't care. I'd just like to publicly thank her for giving...
And also your best friend, Sherry Shepherd.
Sherry does it too.
Who also, I mean, Wiggies forever.
Can I say this to you? She took a chance on me 3 years ago and let me come on the show when the show hadn't even debuted yet, and she let me come, and you could get a kidney. I'm just saying right now you could get a kidney, because everything I learned about talk shows and pre-interviews, I learned from you and your staff, and you've always been lovely to me, and I'm so grateful to be back.
Oh, Yvette,
anytime you need me, honey, I'm there.
Thank you.
Yes.
All right, and congratulations, by the way, on Community. It's a very funny show. And everyone wants to know when the show is coming back, because we know that you got your
we're in our fourth season. We're on episode 8. We have no idea when it's coming back. It is.
No, it is.
It is. It is. Maybe January is what I mean, there's rumors. There's a lot of rumors on Twitter, so maybe January is what we're hearing.
Yeah.
But we really don't know.
Yeah. Now, one of the episodes that you did for this new season, which hasn't started yet, is a Pulp Fiction homage. Tell us about that.
I played Samuel L. Jackson's character, which I think I got a little bit too involved, and they gave me all this. Right?
Does Samuel L. Jackson have a purse?
He has a purse. And let me say this. I looked in the mirror and I said, well, there's my daddy. Hello, Daddy. Hey, Daddy. And they made me really pretty. They gave me like lashes and eyeshadow, but yeah, they had those button chops were something else, yeah.
So now, what about the personal life? The career is on board, the fashion is straight.
I just did a remodel of my house, you guys, and my contractor's really cute. Listen to his name. He's El Salvadorian. His name is Joel Portillo. His company is Joel and Company. Joel Portillo. He is so stinking cute.
Is he single?
He is single.
I mean, are you serious or you just have like a crush?
I have a crush, but he's really cute. And he's really good at what he does. Like, it's not like he's just cute and my house is garbage. He's really cute and my house is amazing. So it's like,
so after he finishes the job and after you finally paid in full, then maybe that's when you approach him.
I think I just told him on TV. Did I just tell him?
Yeah, you did. Do you live in that house alone?
I know my mom. I just got a house for me and my mom. So me and my mom are staying together. And I remodeled it for her because, you know, we're from East Cleveland. We're poor people. And we never had something really nice, you know. So when I got the house, I'm like, I want the toilet to be the only toilet, her butt to be the first toilet to sit on. I want her to be the first person to take a shower.
That's how you treat your mother when she has to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, so I'm really happy. And she came in to see your mom's face, and I met your mom. Your mom's a dear. You know this feeling. To see your mom's face when she comes in, like, this is for me? Like, it's just, it's really cool.
It's nice to be nice to your parents.
Yes.
So, is it true that sometimes you do get mistaken for your best friend, Sherry Shepherd?
I get mistaken for Sherry Shepherd all the time. I've been with her. I told you this before. I've been with her, and they go, I love you on The View. I'm like, she's standing next to me. You're almost having the moment you want to have. You're almost having it. She's right here.
Now, when you come to town, do you stay with she and her husband, Sal?
I usually do, but they got these new digs, and I haven't been out.
Yeah, it's a brownstone. We read about it in the newspaper.
No,
okay.
It is a new level of fabulosity happening.
Oh, all right.
In the Sally Shepherd home is what I'm saying.
Okay.
So.
Now, I'll ask her during commercial, don't worry. Look, do you get confused with anybody else in Hollywood?
Octavia Spencer from The Help. Let me tell you the story. I was on set and we had a script supervisor that was there just for the day. And she came up to me, this white lady, she came up to me and she goes, "Oh my God. You moved me so much." I don't know why she sounds black. She was white. "You moved me so much in The Help, and if that was you, I'd have put poo in that pie too."
Did you correct her, or do you just go with it?
She was crying. I didn't want to. I like people to have their moments. So she was crying. I said, "Sweetie, thank you. Thank you, honey. I do my best." That was Octavia.
Well, you're good, and thank you. You continue to do your best on Community.
Thank you, sweetie.
Community, everybody. Yvette is so fabulous that she bought a copy of season 3 of Community for everyone in the studio audience. Up next, a brave Wendy watcher is going to cut her hair to make a wig for a breast cancer survivor. Keep it here. Welcome back, everyone. You know, it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and it continues right here on Wendy with our hair drive. We've got our friend, celebrity hairstylist Nick Russo with us, and our hair donor is going to have her ponytail whacked off today. Her name is Lacey Papalia, and she's from Nutley, New Jersey, where she is a student. Are you nervous?
Very.
Well, while Nick gets the cutting, this is for such a good cause. What are you going to get highlights in your new haircut?
No, I'm gonna keep it natural.
And what type of hairstyle would you like?
Heidi Klum?
What would that be? A bob with a side swoop?
Yeah.
Something like that. There you go. Easy. Done. It looks terrific already. Take a look at yourself. There you are. Lacey, it's cute. You look great. Listen, if you want to be a part of our Wendy's Hair Drive, October's almost over, so come on, everybody. Log on to wendyshow.com and don't go away. We'll be right back. No. My co-host, a mess. I want to thank today's guest, Nancy Grace. You are a girl, and we love you. Yvette Nicole Brown, thank you for being funny. Michael Russo, so cute, thank you. Studio audience, my co-host, love you. Tomorrow, we have another great show. The Sopranos, first she was on Sopranos, and now she's on Guys with Kids. Jamie Lynn Sigler's gonna be here, and we've got some hot Halloween costumes. I love you for watching today, and I'll see you next time on Wendy. Bye-bye.